What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and welcome to another video. This video will be posted on Friday. I'm posting it on. I am literally recording, literally, freaking on a Thursday at 9:01. But you will get this content on Friday. But welcome back to another video. So what I got here is these three WrestleManias. And I'm gonna just say this right now. A lot of people will not agree. I gave WrestleMania 30 some shit. Honestly, it was supposed to be WrestleMania 28 and WrestleMania 30 on this list. WrestleMania 31 on this list. And I just say, you know what? I gotta add it. So the reason why I got these three posters, these three WrestleMania posters on your screen right now, is because I think these are the best three WrestleManias in the modern era. It was supposed I was gonna add a fourth one. I was gonna add a fourth one. That fourth one would have been WrestleMania 35, but seeing that, seeing some of those matches, I would have added WrestleMania 35, but seeing those matches on the card, no, I'm sorry, no. Like, they did some stupid stuff on there, but the reason why I add WrestleMania 30 on this is because that it's history. It's the first WrestleMania on the WWE network. Why wouldn't it be on this card? I know I gave it some shit. I know I shitted on it. I know I bashed it. I know I just said that Daniel Bryan was the only way that the only reason why that show was even good. But the show, what do you expect? I'm gonna just say this right now. What do you expect from WWE's first WrestleMania on the network? And WrestleMania was well booked. And I'm gonna just say this right now. WrestleMania was well booked. The road to WrestleMania was well booked. The matches, some of them I didn't care about. I'm not gonna lie, the only three matches I cared about was The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. Was John Cena and Bray Wyatt, and the whole stuff with Daniel Bryan. Those were the only matches I cared about. But I think the only two matches that was actually good was the triple threat match and Triple H and Daniel Bryan. But I still put it on this list of the best WrestleManias in the modern era. Why is WrestleMania 31 on this card? WrestleMania 31 was perfect. I'm gonna just say that right now. WrestleMania 31 was perfect. It had everything. It had all the great matches. It had all the best matches. And it had all the great outcomes. The only thing I would nitpick is that I think that Rusev should have beat John Cena. I think the women should have had a match for that title, for the Divas Championship. But other than that, the show was perfect. Nothing was really wrong with the show. Oh yeah, and Sting should have beat Triple H. But nothing was really wrong with the show. The whole show was good. I liked everything. The only thing I didn't care for was the women's match. That's WWE's fault for booking their women like shit. But the rest of the show was fucking perfect. It was perfect. So now, WrestleMania 28. WrestleMania 28. Once in a lifetime, the end of an era. WrestleMania, this show was a masterpiece. I love this show. This was, I'm not gonna lie, was one of the best WrestleManias in the modern era. Seriously, like I look at this. I look at this as the best WrestleMania of the modern era. Had an end of an era match, which should have been The Undertaker and Triple H's last match. But I'm just nitpicking. But that was an awesome match. John Cena and The Rock was a good match. Um, CM Punk versus Chris Jericho was a good match. The only things I nitpicked was the Team Johnny and Team Teddy match. I hated that match. I didn't care for Team Teddy or Team Johnny, and they should have did it at Survivor Series. If you was going to do it at a pay-per-view, why not Survivor Series, or why not the Royal Rumble or something? Not at WrestleMania. It shouldn't have been at WrestleMania. Daniel Bryan losing in 18 seconds. That made Daniel Bryan. That made Daniel Bryan the star that he is now, and I don't think that should be removed from history. I don't think that should be removed from history. And when I was younger, I loved Daniel Bryan getting beat in 18 seconds because I didn't like Daniel Bryan. But now, I get him. I get him. I get Daniel Bryan. I get why people love him. Now let's get into the main event. Once in a lifetime, quote unquote. This match had everything. John Cena took one of the most disappointing losses in his career. I thought after this match they was going to turn him heel. I was 100% sure that they was going to turn him heel. As I would have had him, like, literally, I would have had him go on a downfall, having him lose to Brock Lesnar, having him do all this stuff, then turn him heel. After this, he gets so fed up that he turns heel. That's how they should have did it. But this once in a lifetime match was the biggest match. Was the biggest match and the greatest match of WrestleMania. Was one of the greatest matches. And I'm not saying these three WrestleManias is the best WrestleManias of all time. I said these was the best WrestleManias of the modern era. I mean the PG era. The time that we had to go to, that we like went from freaking TV 14 to TV PG TV PG. These are the three modern era WrestleManias that I call the best of all time. I'm sorry, it's only three. It's only three. WrestleMania 35 was close of being on there. Was very close. Was very close. But these three WrestleManias was the best WrestleManias. I love these three WrestleManias. I love these three. I gave WrestleMania 30 some shit because of how like lazy they booked this show, but everything about that night was special. Everything about that night was special. But let me know your thoughts. What is your modern era WrestleManias, best WrestleManias of all time? I will be doing a best WrestleMania of all time for the Ruthless Aggression era, and then going into the Attitude era. So I will be doing that video, I don't know, probably before WrestleMania. Now, I want to just say something. WrestleMania 37. All I'm going to say is, tear the fucking house down. Tear the fucking house down. This is your first WrestleMania with a crowd in a year. This is your first event with a crowd in a year. An actual crowd with live fans in attendance. This is your biggest WrestleMania. Go all the way out for WrestleMania 37. I'm looking forward to WrestleMania 37. All I'm going to say is, kick ass. I hope it's good. But let me know your thoughts. Post comments down below. Turn on notifications. like this video if you did like it. If you love the content on my channel, uh, turn on notifications so you can be the first person to get all my content when it comes out. And see you guys next time. I love you guys. Stay safe out there with this whole coronavirus. See you guys next time. So.